video. So today's video we are doing a unpopular opinions video. So sorry, no Chyoma Chat's theme song. And I'm just going to be reading you guys 15 of my unpopular opinions because every single time I do these, I find it very comical, the conversations that are held in the comments. And I just feel like people need to understand an opinion is an opinion, okay? That's what an opinion is. So just for those of you that are out there who have still yet to figure out what an opinion is, I'm going to pull up my Google and I'm going to read you the definition of an opinion. That way you know what exactly this video is about. So, an opinion, a view of judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. That is what an opinion is. So I'm sharing 15 of my very triggering, probably the most triggering one, unpopular opinions. So let's get right into this video. Number 1, the movie Black Panther was overhyped and gassed. I give the movie a 6 out of 10. I genuinely think it was too gassed up. I genuinely think that it wasn't really that good of a movie. And yes, as an African, doesn't that make me sound hypocritical? To an extent, yeah, whatever. But I just feel like the movie itself had a good storyline. Love that it was an all-black cast. You know, all the good things. But I just, overall, I feel like the movie just was another movie. It was groundbreaking because of all the things that were accomplished in terms of, again, all-black cast. And, you know, the Marvel and all. You know, it has a big name around it. But I just genuinely think there was a lot of parts of the movie that, to me, as an African, from an African's point of view, I don't know. I give it a 6 out of 10. Number 2, Teyana Taylor cannot act. I personally don't feel like she's a good actress. She's a great dancer, killer body and all that, but in terms of acting, I don't know, sometimes I be watching some movies and just randomly she'll be in the movie. Like, I watched this movie on Netflix, it was a dancing movie. I'm just like, she's not really that good of an actress, in my opinion. But, I mean, that's just me. Like, I feel like she should really just stick to the singing and dancing. Obviously, acting comes with being in the entertainment industry, but I personally feel like it's just not her strong suit. Number 3, Black Chyna is not a bad person, and there is nothing wrong with what she does in regards to her gold digging ways. I just don't understand, what do you guys expect the girl to go for? You know what I'm saying? She was dating Tyga, who at that time when they were dating was probably one of like the biggest rappers out. And then she dates other industry people and people get on her for dating certain people. But like, why would she go ahead and belittle herself and drop down to the lowest of the lowest of the lowest with these butterball, bum, bird brain boys out here, when in reality she could just, you know, stay up and have her status like she's a businesswoman. She makes good money. The only thing I don't agree with her was the skin bleaching, but at the end of the day, sis gotta get her coin. So I respect you on the business side, but I don't respect you for what you're promoting. It is what it is, and she's still making money to this day. But I don't think Black Chyna is a bad person. I feel like the Kardashians painted her out to be a bad person, and I don't think that she deserves the hate and ridicule that she gets. I feel like every single time she's posted on social media, for whatever reason, she's always the one that's getting like the end of a lot of comments and people always saying something bad about her. Yeah, she has some crazy makeup lips. Yeah, she has some crazy body looks, but I just feel like her personality, her as a person, I don't think she's a bad person. Like, I actually really like her. Number 4, there is no such thing as getting pregnant on accident. You can get pregnant unexpectedly, but there's no such thing as getting pregnant on accident. And I feel like a lot of girls who are young or in bad situations try to camouflage their irresponsibility as, you know, it was an accident, it wasn't meant to happen. But ladies, let's grow up and be accountable, okay? You know when you're menstruating, you know when you're ovulating. I hope that if you've started your menstruation cycle, you've downloaded an app or keep a nice little calendar or whatever it may be that tracks when you're ovulating, when you're menstruating, when you're fertile, your fertile window, and all those different things. Because as a grown woman, you need to keep that. When you start going to the adult doctor, they're gonna ask you, when was your last period? I hope that you can tell them by whipping out your phone and looking on the app. So women who end up getting pregnant and talk about something, oh, it was an accident. Okay, but you didn't have sex on accident, did you? No, most cases you didn't. So there's no such thing as getting pregnant on accident. It can be unexpected, but stop trying to camouflage you just not being sexually responsible within your situation or your relationship as an accident, because there's no such thing at all, in my opinion. Number 5, and I feel like the Nigerians are gonna know who I'm talking about, but Brisky should not be celebrating and should not have fans. I cannot stand him. I don't know why he has fans. I never added him on Snapchat, and somehow each time I get on Snapchat, which is rarely ever, he's always on there. I just can't stand him. Like, he legitimately dresses up, puts on hair, makeup, all that stuff as a woman, and literally says the most toxic things like, oh, I can steal your husband, I'm on my way to go F your husband, things like that. And I just be like, Is this a representation of a Nigerian woman? Like, what is your purpose here? And people have given him so much praise and so much accolades for, I guess, being funny. I don't know if this is entertainment or comedy, but I don't think he deserves fans or deserves to be celebrated. Like, why are you guys putting money in this man's pocket? Like, he's not even trying to do it because he's, you know, trans or what do you call it, drag. He's not even in that. It's just, this is what he does to make money. Like, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. No, in my opinion, he needs to be canceled. Number 6. Reggie Carter, she can be annoying, but she doesn't deserve the hate and the dragging that she gets. Every single time Reggie says something, everybody always says, oh, little girl, sit down, don't say anything. Reggie is gonna be 21 next year. You know, she's not a kid. Granted, she's a young adult, like she's literally pretty much the same age as myself, but she's not a kid. Like, she doesn't deserve to be dragged the way that she does. Does she overstep her boundaries sometimes? Yes. Does she sometimes put too much information out there? Yes, but she's a young woman. Like, she's in a time and place where she can make those mistakes. Like, her being in a relationship with somebody older than her, do I really think she should be in a relationship with a rapper who has 4 kids and different baby mamas? No. But come on, like, as a young girl, as a young lady, like, we've made dumb mistakes with the people we've dated, friends that we've kept, like, and unfortunately hers is all over the internet for her to see. And granted, this is the life that she signed up for because she chooses not to be so private, but I don't think she deserves to be dragged. Like, people be dragging her and if there's something wrong with her, and I don't think that she deserves the hate that she gets. Like, come on now. Number 7. Long distance relationships can be very successful. I don't understand how people will literally break up just because 2 people are moving away and being far. You do not always need the physical aspect of a relationship for it to be successful. For example, I'm in college. My first 3 years of college, I was in one state. My mom was 8 hours away. Granted, that is my mother and it's a different type of relationship, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna have a relationship or keep tabs or talk to my mom all the time because of distance. Like, that's not gonna be the case. So I feel like if 2 people who really want to be together and make it work have to move away and you're at a point where you can commute to that person every once in a while, long distance relationships can be very successful. Like, I think that if you just break up with a person because you're moving to another state or whatever it may be, and I mean as an adult, you just generally don't want to be in that relationship at that point because you can still be in a successful relationship regardless. Number 8. And this is going to trigger some people, but Starbucks is trash. Starbucks is not anything to be hyped about. Their pastries are not good and their drinks are overpriced. I'd rather get a mocha frappe from McDonald's than Starbucks. The McDonald's one tastes better, it's cheaper, and overall, I think it's just better, okay? I think Starbucks is just really like one of those name brand things that people like to eat, drink, whatever, and their pastries are disgusting to me. Like, legitimately, their cookies are bitter. I don't know if they're making it out of dark chocolate and that's why, but I feel like their cookies are really bitter. McDonald's cookies are better, and I don't even eat McDonald's like that, but it's just, Starbucks is trash. I don't think Starbucks really should even be having the amount of hype that it has because their drinks are overpriced, and no. Just no. Number 9, Bernice Burgos is honestly too old to be doing the type of stuff that she does. Not saying that she doesn't look good, because she does, but I genuinely think that at this point she has more to offer. Like, when I look at her, she looks great. I'm not hating on her. She could do whatever the hell she wants. I think she looks beautiful. She looks great. But I just feel like at this point it's like, give it up. You know what I'm saying? You've been doing this for so long, you know. At this point, yes, it's trending. Get your money, sis, whatever. But I just feel like she kind of too old to be doing what she does. Like, I don't know. Me personally, I don't look at her as a mate or a peer or whatever. Like, the woman is literally like 40. You know what I'm saying? At some point, you kind of got to give it up, throw in the towel. Granted, this way of her making money works for her, so obviously she's not going to stop because of my opinion, and she shouldn't stop because of my opinion. She comes off as just so disingenuous to me. I don't know why. She just does. Number 10. Angela Yee is kind of annoying on The Breakfast Club. I personally just never really vibed with her. I never really thought that she was my cup of tea. I don't know. I feel like she tries to interject herself in certain conversations in which she's already shunned out of. Like, when they're talking, like, I don't feel like she has a aggressive or dominant position amongst the 3 hosts of the show. Like, I feel like I would be a better host. Just saying. I kind of feel like she can be kind of annoying because she always asks the questions that are kind of like, okay, why are you asking this? I don't know. Like, everybody has their role. Charlamagne is an antagonist. DJ Envy is the one to kind of get the conversation started, start everybody and bring everybody back on track. I feel like Angela Yee's purpose is there to just kind of be a mediator, but like, it's a conversation and they ask a lot of very weird things to all of their guests. So I kind of feel like kind of useless. Now, her lip service, I like that. I like her separate segment. But when it comes to The Breakfast Club, when all 3 of the hosts are there, I kind of feel like she's annoying and useless. Number 11, Tiffany Haddish is not funny and she's just a caricature. Tiffany Haddish came out, she did her role, Great, we loved it. But I feel like she's now evolved into the person where she's stuck in one role and she can't be in anything else because she has gone so hard to be labeled as one type of, you know, puzzle piece to whatever project that she's doing. She kind of just says things that people say all the time. Like, I don't think she's genuinely funny. I don't know, she doesn't have a punchline. The She Ready, never thought She Ready was funny. Like, she's ready to be canceled if you ask me. I think she's funny. I think she's a caricature. She doesn't really help or promote the masses of black women. My opinion. Number 12, and this is going to be very controversial following the incident that just happened with me on this channel, but women do not always have to uplift women, especially if somebody's out here doing some wild stuff. Now, hear me out. I feel like overall women should support women to an extent, but I don't feel like it's obligated or you don't have to, especially if you disagree with what somebody's doing. Do you have to bash them? No, but you don't have to uplift them, let alone you don't have to agree with another person. I feel like there's this thing going around like, oh, women should be uplifting each other and praising each other, but it's just like, also feel free to have your own opinion about stuff. So yes, you do not have to uplift somebody, but you also don't have to put them down either. If you don't like something, you don't have to say anything. If you don't agree with something, you don't have to say anything, or you can respectfully do it. But I feel like a lot of times women feel like they have to say good things about other women or have to speak up or just be promoting every woman that there is, but it's just like, you don't necessarily have to. If you want to support that person, then by all means, but you don't have to. Should you possibly be doing that? Yeah, because it does make the world a better place, but I feel like that's really unrealistic to expect that everybody has to agree with other women. Like, I don't think that that's really realistic, and I don't think it actually helps the individuality or creativity of women at all. Like, there's different things that happen on social media that I agree with, I disagree with, but I just feel like women, you're not obligated to support somebody. There's no obligation there. Should you? At first glance, maybe, but if you disagree with what somebody believes in or what they promote, then you don't have to just because somebody else is a woman. I don't believe that. Number 13, Ciara is a damn legend. I feel like people be trying to act like she just had Level Up. You feel me? No. That was the first album that I've ever bought in music, was Ciara's album. And I feel like Ciara has always had hits. She is like the old school hip hop princess. Like, Ciara is a legend to me. Goody's album, I had it. Goody's song, so many songs that Ciara had, like, oh, so what? It was so many songs. Like, I think Ciara is a legend and people don't give her enough credit. I act like she's just this woman who got knocked up by Future, who now is married to Russell Wilson. No, like, she's a legend musically, if you ask me. Number 14, Forever 21 leggings are trash. I used to love Forever 21 leggings. I feel like they're cheaply made, they don't stretch, not enough elastic, they're not soft, and I think that they're really see-through and they're trash. I know everyone used to be like, oh yeah, Forever 21 leggings, this is the leggings that we wear with our Ugg boots and underneath all our clothes. No, they're trash. I don't like them. I don't even get any of them from there anymore. The ones at Route 21 and Charlotte Russe, rest in peace Charlotte Russe, are better than the ones at Forever 21 if you ask me. My final one is going to trigger all Nigerians and anybody who loves Afrobeats music, but the song Fall by Davido is not that good, okay? I personally don't like, I never really liked the song. I only like the one part. If I offend you, that's my part. That part I like. But the song to me, nah. Mediocre, not that good, was never a fan of the song. Davido makes good music, but I don't think he's the best Afrobeats artist. Gotta give it to my boy Burna Boy Dem. Burna Boy is the best Afrobeats artist, and I think he's better than Wizkid. Another opinion, but I mean, yes. So that is all my unpopular opinions. Did I trigger you? Were you guys mad? What do you guys think? Do you guys agree? What are some of your other unpopular opinions? Please leave it down below. And don't forget to follow me on all of my social media networks, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.